Hey everybody, welcome to the first day of the challenge. I'm just going to go through some things, see what we're doing. Okay. Alright everyone, so this challenge is like totally spur of the moment. I came up with it sometime last week, and then I'll tell you guys what I did was I came up with it last week and then was like, oh, but it'll take so long to put together, and then whatever. And then I realized that I was probably in resistance of creating this program because, who knows, because I was making up all these excuses of why it would take too long. And I said, just like, put it together, right? Like, just do it and just put it together. So, welcome to the From Broke to Booked Out challenge. This is a 10-day challenge. The first 5 days are all full of getting you into a place of feeling like you can actually achieve the money goal that you set out to do, getting rid of any limiting beliefs, any negative thoughts you have around why you can't achieve this goal. And then pretty much the second week will be all about marketing. It will be all about getting yourself out there. It will be all about, you'll hear me using this word a lot, visibility. So it'll just be you getting in front of people and becoming visible in front of people who don't know you, or people who want to book you but don't know that you exist. And that week will be so exciting. So in this challenge, I really want to call out, and I really want to kind of draw out the people who are ready to take their business seriously. Because I know what it's like to be in a place where you want your business to achieve these things and you want to achieve these things, but you're just not getting there. Or let's say you see people hitting those goals and you really want to hit those goals and you really want to hit those money goals and they're not happening for you, and when they're happening for other people, you're kind of pissed, right? So I really want to call out the people who say, you know what, Shannon? It's enough. Like, it's enough of trying and nothing happening in my business. This is it. I'm going to take this challenge, From Broke to Booked Out challenge, very seriously. I'm going to honestly commit to it. I am going to show up. I'm going to do what you're telling me to do. I don't want anybody here who's just going to kind of half-ass it. If you're going to half-ass this challenge, then like go on to another one. I am only looking for the people who are sick of not hitting money goals, who are sick of not doing things in their business. I want those people here. So if you are here and if you're ready to take this challenge seriously, type yes in the comments. If you're watching the replay, type yes in the comments, because I really want to call out those people who are like, I cannot do another day in this half-assed kind of business, all right? The people who are serious. So Christine is serious. Yes, Christine. And I'm talking about people who are like, I am going to do anything, I'm going to do everything to get this business to become serious. All right, so Broke to Booked Out challenge. This is day one, and day one, what we are going to do is just decide. Now, decisions might seem like the easiest thing in the world. Like, I'm just deciding on a goal. I'm just deciding to make something happen. But what happens to so much of us is that we make a lot of subconscious decisions, right? A lot of decisions that are not actually getting us to the place we want to be. So think about some decisions you have made subconsciously that just kind of keep you within the same place. So I'll tell you guys a big decision that I had made. There's been one decision I've made in my business, and there's been one decision I made in fitness. And I woke up one day and said, I'm deciding no more. When it came to my fitness journey, I said no more half-assing, no more, not pushing myself and exercising, no more eating carbs because I, ate the other day or I exercised the other day or whatever. No more of that. So I decided one day to say no more to that. But what I had realized was when I went throughout my day, how many bad decisions, just little decisions, I was making consistently throughout the day that led to like these me not hitting my goals, right? It was just these little decisions every single day. So for me, those little subconscious decisions looked like, oh, I want to lose weight, but I'm going to eat I am gluten-free. So it was these little decisions of like, oh, but I'm going to eat the gluten-free cookies at like 9 o'clock at night. Or it was little decisions of, oh, I'm going to have the French fries with the hamburger or something like that. Or I'm going to do this. And all those little decisions added up to me never achieving that big goal. So what a lot of you guys are probably doing is every single day in your business, making these little decisions that keep you exactly where you want to be, right? So even just a little decision of saying today, I don't feel like posting on social media, making that little subconscious decision. Hey, Brittany. Making that little subconscious decision of I'm not going to post on social media, I'm not going to show up today, a little subconscious decision of I'm just going to binge on Netflix all day, or do something where you're just not showing up in your business. That adds up to the bigger place of at the end of the month where you haven't hit your money goal, or you aren't where you want to be in your business, right? So like all that stuff kind of sucks. Like it's like these little decisions. So in the Broke to Booked Out Challenge, day 1, what we're going to do is we're going to make one big decision. And we're going to make one big money decision that you are going to get, that you are going to hit no matter what. All right? So most people kind of go into these decisions wishy-washy. I kind of want it. Wouldn't it be cool? I wish that would happen. All of those words, all of that vocabulary of I wish, I want, I don't know, I need, all of that comes from a place of lack in your head. Whenever you say those types of words, what they're always saying, I want means I wish I could have it, but I don't know how. I need means I really want this thing, and again, I don't have faith in myself to make this thing happen. A want is also the same thing as I don't have faith in myself to make this goal happen, right? So whenever you're saying things like I wish is, oh, I want this thing, and I wish I had this thing, but I don't know how to make it happen either. So when you make the decision, which you're making today, which is the non-negotiable firm, I am fucking getting this kind of decision, this is the kind of energy and the force I want you to come at with. Not the I want, not the I wish, not I wish I could, or I don't know, or anything like that. It is a firm, fuck yes decision of I am getting this thing, no matter what, all right? So what I want for everyone to do today is decide what that money goal is for you. If it's not a money goal, if it's clients, whatever it is, if it's a certain amount of clients, is it just for you to like do something in your business you've never done before? Cool. Like do that then, whatever it is for you. But it has to come from the energy of I'm going to get this thing no matter what. I don't give a fuck what happens between these 2 weeks. I don't care if right now I feel like I don't know how. I'm going to figure it out. All right, guys? So when I made the personal decision of I wanted to get on a fitness journey, I wanted to change my body, right? I was saying a lot of that. I want to change my body. I want to change my body. I wish I could change my body. I just don't know. I need to change my body. A lot of that stuff. But what I wasn't saying was I'm going to change my body. So one day I woke up and I said it. And I just said it. And I just said, I'm going to change my body. And that was it. It was a done deal, right? So everyone today has to make a done deal decision of what they're going to get. And, don't worry about the how right now. We'll get into that. It's just a done deal of this amount of money is going to be mine, right? This amount of money is going to be mine. And I want everyone to feel like that when they make that decision, that it's that firm, that that's what's happening. No bullshitting around, no wondering how, no feeding into fear of wouldn't it be cool and I wish and blah, blah, fuck all that. It is I am getting this thing, all right? So we're all going to make a decision today on the Broke to Booked Out Challenge, day 1, of what your decision is. What are you getting no matter what? Okay? First step, make the decision. Now the second step is to figure out what are the benefits of making that decision and what are the negative things that come out of making that decision. Now you might think, Shannon, what do you mean what negative things come out of me making $5,000 this week or whatever? And there's always negative things. Because guys, here's the thing. If there was only like pleasure associated with getting that goal, then we would be going after these goals all the time. But we are associating pain. Typically, most of us are associating some type of pain with getting that goal or getting that amount of money. For most women I speak with, when I talk about hitting a certain amount of money, getting a certain amount of money, getting to a place that they want to be in their business, it's always, if I was to make that amount of money, wouldn't I be a bad wife or a bad mom? If I was to make that amount of money, wouldn't I be a bad person? I would feel bad that I make money easily. If I was to make that amount of money, I would feel guilty. I would feel like I have to take time away from my kids. So when we are associating pain with that goal, that's what makes us subconsciously not go after the goal as fierce and as much as we want. That is why we stay in this place, wherever this place is that you are in your business, because there is some type of pain associated with hitting that goal. There always is. If there wasn't, then we would easily have it. We would easily be at that other place. So we decide, step one, we decide on that money goal. Step two, we decide what are the positives that come out of hitting that goal. And then we also decide, step three, what are the negatives of hitting that goal? Because we all have negatives that come around hitting that goal. Like I said, if there wasn't pain associated with this, it would be like, no problem. Like, I'm getting this thing and I'm hitting this thing. But there is pain associated with hitting that money goal. There is some type of pain association happening in your brain that if you hit that money goal, all this other shit will happen. All this other bad stuff will happen. So I want you to tell me, what do you want to get? What is the money goal you want to hit? What are the great things that will happen? And what are the negative things that will happen? And become very clear about these things, all right? And then we're going to continue on, and we're going to keep going on in the Broke to Booked Out challenge. But today, I want you to make a decision, a firm, non-negotiable, you are getting this no matter what type of decision, all right? This is just non-negotiable, you are getting this thing, no more, it's cool, I wish, I want. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this challenge is going to separate the I wish it would be cool to the people who are just fucking going for it. Like, you will get the people who will go for this thing no matter what at the end of the challenge. And I bet you a lot of those people will be on their way to getting it. This is how easy it can be. It's as easy as deciding I want this thing, and then just all the other steps that follow it typically come from believing in yourself that you can hit this goal, and then actually taking the steps to hit it. All right? So now, guys, what I'm going to have everyone do is I'm going to have everyone share their money goal. I have another prompt. It's probably already been released in the group. And the money prompt says, like, what's your decision? Everyone's going to make theirs very clear. There's no... Hey, Cassie. Classy. Hey, Classy. There's no shame or guilt or anything of oh, do I need to make more money than her and this girl's posting? No, none of that. All right? There's none of that in this challenge. There's just deciding what is the amount of money that would feel good for you to hit right now. And then what are the positives and what are the negatives. And I'm telling you, I did this with exercise, and I also did this when I wanted to hit a certain amount of money in my business. And I hit it. And I continue to hit these things. And it's because I become very clear around what will stop me and what I'm supposed to be motivated by. So by clearing out what are the negative things that will happen if I hit this certain amount of money, that is what will tell you exactly. Remember how I was talking about the decisions that we make every single day, those little decisions. When you become very clear about the negative things that you don't want to happen when you hit that goal, or the negative things that will happen if you do hit that goal, you will start to notice every single decision that you're making is based upon hitting one of those things. So for me, it was always, like I said, in the fitness journey, it was like I wanted to have this nice body and I wanted to lose the weight, but I was making these little decisions because I had all these fears around, oh, if I lost the weight, there was things around oh, if I lost the weight, I would feel uncomfortable with a lot of attention I would get from men. That was one of my deep things that why I didn't want to lose weight, because I didn't want the attention of it, right? And it's so these fears and things are so silly. They're very silly when you uncover them. But then you'll notice that you will do all these little decisions all day long that will fulfill it, right? We all know the whole thing, the self-fulfilling prophecy. So if I said I wanted to lose weight, but I didn't want to lose weight because deep down I felt uncomfortable if I would get a lot of attention from men looking at me with my new body, then what I would do all day long is I'd say, oh, give me the french fries with the hamburger, or I'll eat the cookie at 9 o'clock at night, right? And it wasn't until I became very clear around exactly how I was sabotaging myself from getting what I wanted that then I could actually really like go after what I wanted without making those little self-sabotaging decisions all day long, right? And I'm sure a lot of us make a lot of those every single day in our business. I know with me it was a big one I just got over was, you know, my new money goal is 10K months consistently. 10K months consistently. I've made 10K in my business, I've made 15K, I've made 7K, and then my income will kind of fluctuate. So I've made a decision of 10K months consistently, no doubt about it. But here's what happened. Here's that thing that I said, when I make that 10K, here's some negative things that will come about it. If I wanted, you know, I wanted to make the 10K and I want to do it in a way of being myself totally and swearing when I want to swear and doing whatever I want, right? And just being me. But I had put myself in this box of I can't hit my 10K months consistently because people don't like that I swear, or I can't hit my 10K months consistently because when I speak my truth, it will offend people. So when I speak my truth of, you know, saying like, I believe like money is great and money is this and money is that, or I want to be a millionaire, it started to offend people. And I was always in a place of, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to make anybody upset. And so in order to hit those 10K months, I had to let go of that idea. I'm gonna offend people. And now I realize that if I'm not offending somebody, then like my stuff isn't good enough. Like if I'm not pissing someone off, if I'm not making someone like, if I'm not getting those emotions riled up in them, right? Then like nobody's gonna love my stuff. Nobody just hates that little bit, hates it a little bit, then nobody's gonna like love it. And believe me, the more and more I speak my truth, there are people who like come out and who are so supportive though, incredibly supportive. And then once in a while I get someone who's just like, I don't like the you to this, or I don't like the you to this. And I'm always just like, that's cool. Like, you can go on to the next person. Like you can, there's a lot of great information. There's a lot of great women out there and you can go and read their stuff. You don't have to read mine, you know? But it was because those 10K months consistently that I realized, oh, this is why I don't want to show up every single day. This is why I don't want to do Facebook Lives every single day, because deep down I'm scared of offending people. Deep down I'm scared people won't like me. Deep down I'm scared that people won't resonate with my message. And that was holding me back from hitting 10K months consistently. So it was like, just let it go. Just let this thing go, because I want the 10K months more than I want people to like me. Like, holy shit, right? Like I want that money more because it can do more for my life than having everybody in the world like me. And I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent for this one, but that's definitely one of the messages that I find to be very, very true. Amanda says, I wrote myself a check for $10,000 a day, put it on my vanity mirror. Oh yes, that's an awesome one. So I see it every single day and visualize it. Yes, Amanda, totally. It's totally happening for you. So Vanessa, hey Vanessa. Vanessa says yes. Yeah, so there's another live that I wanted to do for you guys, and this one's just kind of blending into it, and I think it's also a part of going from broke to booked out, and I think it's letting go of the idea. So first of all, recap what broke to booked out day one, what your challenge is and what your mission is to decide exactly what you're getting from this challenge, whether it's a money goal, a number of clients, exactly, you're deciding, firm decision. Step 2, what are the positives of hitting that goal? What can you do? Step 3, what are the negatives of hitting that goal? And that's what I was just talking about, finding out the negatives of hitting these goals and these things like that. But what I uncovered from one of those, the negative things, was that I didn't want to offend anybody, right? And so then my business, I'm in a business mastermind with this coach named Kat Laterzo. If you've not looked her up yet, she's fucking amazing. Look her up. And she talks about, she wrote a blog post the other day that I felt was so true and I wanted to share with you guys, which is really similar from broke to booked out, is that she said, you're boring. The whole title of the blog post was like, you're fucking boring and that's why you're not making the money you want. And I was like, when I read it, the first thing I said was, Yep. Yes. That's exactly why I'm not making the amount of money I want to make. Because I was being so boring. Like, who the fuck wants to watch my shit when I'm just like, hi, I'm Shannon, and it's so boring, right? And so releasing the idea of nobody's gonna not everybody's gonna like me, nobody's gonna like me, but you know what? I'm not gonna give a shit when I am cashing in my $10,000. Like, I'm not giving a shit when I'm eating my lobster. Like, I'm not giving a shit, right? So that was a really hard one for me to overcome. All right, guys, broke to booked out, day 1 of the challenge. Deciding what you are getting, a non-fucking negotiable. All right, guys, you are getting this thing. Just decide. Step 1, decide. Step 2, what are the positive things that will come from hitting this money goal? Step 3, what are the negative things that will come from hitting this money goal? All right? So I think the prompt was a little bit different, but for you guys watching the live, I do want to make sure you get those 3 steps in. Wednesday, I will be doing a live workshop. I post the link to the group. It's called 5 Ways to Get a Client in 24 Hours. It is a private training that I'm doing only in that Facebook group. I am not doing it in this Facebook group. So if you want to get on that training, it is Wednesday, and it's called 5 Ways to Get a Client in 24 Hours. If you know someone who is broke and they want to become booked out and you love the stuff that I share, then please, please share this Facebook group with your friends. Share this challenge with your friends, because this challenge is going to be amazing. And like I said, I am only calling out the people who are fucking serious about making their dreams and their goals and their money goals and whatever you want happen. All right, guys, that's it for today. See ya. Bye.